focus and hone in on it. And that's the thing about that meme was the more you let it control your decisions, the more dangerous, the bigger it grows, the stronger it grows over you.
Definitely. And that's, you just hit it on the head. Anything you give energy to grows, bro.
Yo, man, you already know what it is, baby. It's that. Yes, sir, man. Y'all favorite host, y'all favorite podcast, Island God Talk, J.U. and Kingmeechyyy in the building, man. It's good, man. How you doing?
You know I'm doing great. It's the Island God Talk. I like that. I like how you be doing that. Bro, but you want to know what's crazy?
What's up?
We literally hit 5K. Like, ain't that shit crazy?
Yes, sir. We hit 5K, and this is episode 40. Y'all watching right now.
Definitely, like, that's what's up. Like, we really appreciate y'all. That's what's up. Like, 5K, and we've been doing this for, like, goddamn, maybe, I want to say, are we at our 5th month yet?
I think so. We started in November 18th. This will be our 5th month, I think.
Damn. That's hard. That's really. So I just want to say thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for all the support, all the Islanders, all the real life Islanders out there, man.
Yes, sir. And like last time, man, we talked about that stillness, that taking time to recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? We just did a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? So expect to see some pivots. Expect to see some new things come in. We gonna speak on it when things are ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally.
We gonna get right into this. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about stillness. That's one of my 3 S's. This one is gonna be actually one that you will probably become familiar with in the beginning of your journey, like especially if you're on like some sort of spiritual journey or some sort of like self-improvement type of journey, and it's gonna be solitude. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are scared of solitude. A lot of people are scared to feel lonely. A lot of people are scared to be alone. But I'll tell you one thing: if you want to improve yourself, you got to become comfortable with being alone. And part of growing, a lot of your major growth is going to be, a lot of your major ideas you get, a lot of the major growth you get is going to be done in solitude.
I totally agree. Because spending time with people, you start to take their ideas to a certain degree. Like, their personality kind of rubs off on you. Your personality is kind of rubbing off on them. But that solitude is literally just you and the source. Mm-hmm. So you getting the best kind of information you can get because it's strictly directly from the source.
Exactly. You should never ever really feel alone. And I'll say one thing is like, solitude can be very beneficial, but it also can harm you if you stay in it too long. We're social creatures, so we need to exercise our social skills and things like that. But a lot of that growth, especially in the beginning of your journey, is going to be done in solitude. Just you and the source, you learning, because you're stuck with yourself, and this is the only time where it's just you and your thoughts and the source, and you have to face your shit. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to distract you. That's the importance of solitude.
Definitely. I think a lot of people are scared of it because it's literally just them and their thoughts. Like, you don't, I understand. I know some of y'all thoughts are kind of wild. They could be kind of harsh at times. But you can't be scared of it, bro. You got to really face it, head on, chest out. Because that's the only way you're going to move past it and really, understand yourself. Like, if you can't really sit in solitude and be with your thoughts, you might need to work on that.
You're going to have to work on it if you want to be successful. Because I tell you, if you aren't okay with solitude, usually you have a problem with being alone. If you have a problem with being alone, you probably can't do things on your own. And that'll lead you to be like I know a lot of dudes that rap, and a big reason of why they can't get as far as they want to get is because they don't know how to make their own progress alone. Usually they have friends that rap too, and they're trying to all go to the studio together and smoke together. You know, if they do this, it has to be together. Or if they're gonna go perform, they ain't gonna perform if their homie ain't there to perform too. Or they ain't got their hype man there or whatever. You gotta be able to stand on your own in this business world. It's definitely good to have partners and different masterminds and stuff like that, but certain things you're gonna have to step out on your own. It's I can feature myself on Meechyy's personal channel, but I can't run his personal channel for him. He gotta post every day on there. That's up to him. You know what I'm saying?
And I've been going crazy, not gonna lie, but that's exactly how it is. And I feel like especially starting off, it's okay to be a little scared. But I'm letting y'all know right now, if y'all like waiting on somebody else to get shit done, you're never gonna get shit done, bro.
Facts.
Because it's not because like the other person, even if they're not totally bullshit, it's just like sometimes schedules just don't align. Like you're gonna need to take that step yourself sometimes, like on your own. Because waiting on this person, he got his own thing he's doing. Like he might got stuff he has to do. Simple as that. So when you start taking these steps alone, that's when that true growth comes in. So now when y'all get together and y'all both been taking those steps, it's even better. Y'all getting further along than what y'all would have just always being together.
And stepping out of that comfort zone and welcoming like new energies, because you and your homie you grew up with, y'all might not always be on the same frequency. One of them might want to do this other thing, but you got this idea for this thing. You need to work on whatever you want to do. And if you find people that, and usually working within the frequency you want to work in, other people are going to just kind of attract and find themselves on your path as well. So it's not going to be like, you're not going to be alone forever, which even if you were alone forever, you should be okay with that. Like you got to learn to accept yourself and love yourself enough to be like, okay, I'm good with just me. So you won't be dependent on other people for shit. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a feminine quality, to be dependent. Like that's a youthful feminine quality. Like kids and women are like dependent on people. As a man, you should be able to stand on your own if needed to.
That is very so true. Got to be able to stand on your own. And it makes a great point for the simple fact, I feel like when you're just you and the source, those ideas, telling those ideas and doing those ideas with other people, they may change your idea, bro. Like, if you got this great idea to start a YouTube channel, and you want it, and you're telling your friend, he be like, oh, we should do this together. But instead of doing this kind of channel, he wants to do something different. Like, you want to do self-improvement, he wants to do fucking food videos, like editing food videos, shit like that. Bro, and you say, okay, let's just do the food video. Bro, you're literally just messed up with the idea you got from the source.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
You messed it up and you gonna probably put it on the back burner because y'all didn't have the same idea, but you still wanna work with that person so bad. It's like, nah, like let them do their food shit. You do your self-improvement shit. If it's something else that y'all have something more in common on later down the line, boom, y'all work on that together. Don't try to like force some shit because you don't want to do it alone. I see like a lot of people doing that when it comes to business, and I see a lot of things failing like that because people won't pick the like business is business. Like you gotta make sure, family member or not, like that this is gonna be a good business decision for you to work with that person.
Exactly. And like, no, like this is really what you want to do, because if you're doing something that you really don't want to do, you really can't put your all into it.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, especially like when you're starting like entrepreneurship and anything, like making anything from scratch, bro, that shit is a lot of hard work. I kid you not. Like
if you don't enjoy the process at all, like it's gonna be so draining for you. No matter what it is, like it's gonna be draining. If you enjoying the process and you have an end goal that aligns with the work you're doing, like it's gonna be better. Like yeah, it's still gonna be days you don't want to do shit, but it's gonna be a lot easier for you to force yourself to get over that mental hump than it would be if you just doing some shit because you were afraid of solitude, you know?
Exactly. And especially if you're not getting paid right away. So now you're doing this for free. That's what really like makes the big difference. You're doing this for free. So you don't got that advantage of money. Like, oh, like, you know, working a 9-to-5 job, you can think, oh, I'm getting paid for this weekend. So it's easier for you to just thug it out for 8 hours. You doing this shit.
Paid the weekend after shit.
Yeah.
But once you into it, you got a check coming. Definitely.
Definitely. Like, you know you got a check coming. Entrepreneurship, you don't know when your check finna come, especially you starting out. That shit can be in months down the line.
Yeah, it can be months. Sometimes some businesses don't get off the ground for years. You know what I'm saying? Some of them be faking their numbers so they ain't got to pay taxes for years. But a lot of businesses, it takes time to build. Like you have to put a lot into it before you see your return a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be worth it if it's something you really like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying, like don't be afraid to be alone and force yourself into some shit that you don't want to do, rather than being alone, taking some time to grow, get that growth, and then come in and trying to do something with somebody else that's on that same frequency.
Simple as that. Like, and it'd be so much easier that way because now y'all both on the same times. Now y'all both want to start that self-improvement thing. So y'all both on those same times. Granted, it's okay to compromise once y'all in the same bubble. You can compromise then, but compromising your whole idea, you can never do that. Never.
Fact.
And while you're doing this, bro, it's so important. Whatever you're doing, whether it's a podcast, YouTube, whatever, whether it's you want to start your own insurance business, bro, you have to provide value, bro. That's the number one thing you have to do with any business you want to make money from, providing value. And with providing value, provide the best value you can give. Like, this is the purpose of this channel. We're literally providing value to y'all, like telling all the knowledge we know to help y'all be better. Simple as that.
Yeah, and there's different type of value, you know what I'm saying? Some things I would consider cheaper value than others when it comes to, like, it doesn't even have to be videos or a fucking podcast. It can be the dude that sells some canned fruit with a bunch of preservatives versus the dude that got the fresh fruit and stuff like that. And you're gonna get different type of customers depending on what type of value you provide. So keep that in mind as well. You ideally, like, what I want for us and for y'all too, to be providing like premium value, top quality value, no matter what field it is, like something that people cherish and holds like even sentimental value to it because they feel like they're getting a great experience with your product. Know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, I don't care if you selling shoes. Know what I'm saying? I want you selling premium shoes. Know what I'm saying? I want your brand to be held up high. I don't know what I'm saying. If you want to pay less, cool. That's cool too. You probably just doing it more for the business aspect, trying to get the cheapest product you can get out there or whatever. But providing premium value, it pays because you're going to need less customers. Know what I'm saying? It's like Lamborghini, they're not advertising on TV for a reason because they know they real customers is not there. They are probably advertising in other places, and it's usually other rich people having their cars and shit like that. But they're providing what they've ingrained in our head that they're a premium product. So people are gonna pay whatever ticket they put on that junk. Know what I'm saying? So I would like y'all to try to provide something that can be seen as premium as well.
Definitely. Cause that's just good business, bro. That's good business ethic. Like, just selling shoes. You don't want to sell nobody some dirty ass shoes, bro. Like, somebody sold you some dirty shoes, you're gonna be mad.
Or just low quality, like you're falling apart quickly and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like, and there's a place for that. There's always gonna be a place for value products, but and even you yourself, you might have, like, your funnel might be, okay, I got this low quality product right here. This is $10, but after that, I got the email and I'm emailing them my higher price products. Now, saying like that type of strategy will work as well, but providing too much, like if your shit is way too low quality, you're gonna get bad reviews and you're not gonna get those good referrals. Or say like you do have some type of subscription based shit, you want to keep your customers retained. It's like when Netflix tried to take away the password sharing. Well, I think they did. Like, yeah, they lost a lot of customers because it took away some of their value. People value Netflix because one person can have it and everybody using the shit. Now I'm saying like, and it was already like that versus people like Hulu that already was on that shit. They wasn't fucking with that password sharing and shit, especially on their premium product. But Hulu provides different levels of product. Now I'm saying versus Netflix, they kind of at first had that one subscription, and then they tried to take away. Well, they took away our password sharing and shit. So a lot of people not fucking with them. It's like, shit, I might as well get a Fire Stick. The price I'm paying for this shit and just watch everything for free.
Literally, like, I like the Fire Stick too. I mean, we don't even got to get into that.
Amazon, they provide value with their products. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And that's really what we're trying to get. So whatever you want to do, make sure you're providing good value. It doesn't matter what. And I feel like that's the key to making more money. Providing values, like something you would want to pay for. Like if you would pay for it, and make sure you let people know the value of your thing, bro. Like put it in like my product does this, that, does. Like let people know like this is a good value.
Make it so they can like become emotionally attached to it, and that's just part of being a good salesman. Not saying like, and also sometimes like a good technique is literally to assume the sale. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone hits you up asking you about your product, assume that they're already gonna buy it. Like answer their question, and then just be like, and yeah, I can send you this 10% off code right now since you hit me up directly and asked me about it. Know what I'm saying? Because you want to assume that you don't want to not assume the sale. Know what I'm saying? Instead of so it's like the difference between telling somebody, well, yeah, you can buy this car if you want it. No, you tell them like, yeah, you're gonna tell them like, yeah, get this this model. This one's 45,000 and this one's 55,000. Which one would you be walking out here with today? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just assuming that they might not buy it type shit.
Definitely, and that's a great sales technique. Not gonna lie. And that's literally what you got to do. Like sell, like whatever you're doing, sell it and sell it good. Like no, like you put your time and effort into this thing. Like people are gonna get it. Just especially you're putting your time and effort into it, no matter what it is. We literally live in a consumer market, bro.
And you're promoting it enough. Like not saying any product we're gonna have, we're gonna promote it here. We're gonna tell you about it in each episode on our personal channels. We're gonna tell you about it. Probably depending on the type of video, but it's gonna be in the description box. You know what I'm saying? And since it's gonna be a premium product, we just need we're gonna need way less people than if we were selling something that was like $10.99.
Definitely, and like I feel like a lot of people go through this. Don't be afraid to sell things, bro. Like I feel like a lot of people are scared. Like they gonna think, like especially in the day and age, it's like everybody's trying to finesse people.
Yeah. They got a bad like this is like a bad connotation when it comes to like salesmen in their head. Like a lot of people have that.
Definitely, but you can't have that, bro. Not every salesman is like that. Like I feel like it's really a small percentage of salesmen that's really like finessing people.
Yeah, it's like used car salesmen really fuck the game up when it comes to shit like that. As far as like, because if you sell someone a bullshit car, like they're gonna remember. Most used car salesmen aren't trying to do that though, but there definitely are ones out there that will try to sell you some bullshit or try to get you in some crazy ass high interest rate ass car note type situation, and you paying fucking slave deal off for a couple years and shit like that. Like yeah, it's definitely people out there that would do that to you, but you can't be afraid of, like, someone's gonna probably say you're a fucking scam, or there's gonna be someone that doesn't feel like they got a good experience with your product, probably because they didn't use it correctly. Like if it's self-improvement, they probably didn't implement the things you were saying and fucking probably didn't even try at all, and felt like they got robbed because they didn't get rich within the first month or some bullshit like that. But there's gonna be those ones, but you pay attention to the ones that are actually putting in the work in, and you also use your testimonials, like get testimonials from your people about your value.
Exactly. And always be there for people for questions. Like if somebody like has a bad review, figure out why they had a bad review. Like figure out why they had a bad experience. And that right there is going to tell you like if you're good or not. Simple as that. If they had a bad because the product was shitty, okay, you need a better product. But if it was just like some shit they didn't try,
they
like
was a dickhead or just a shitty person that they already came into the shit with a bad mindset about you, or like the type of shit you do, and they like, all right, I'm gonna try. They like, if they wasn't like, that's the thing. Like if someone like, if you buy a course, like you taking a class, like most people, when they go to college, it's easy for them to pay more attention than they did in high school, especially if they're actually paying for school. Because now it's like the teacher don't give a fuck, but you're paying for that class each semester. So usually when people are paying for stuff, they take it seriously. But some people, they pay for stuff and still bullshit. So there's gonna be those few people that you just, know what I'm saying, just keep working on improving your shit and you'll be fine.
Exactly. And I feel like getting to that, know like what you're kind of getting into. For example, people pay for college all the time. People pay for shit, thousands, hundreds of $1,000s in college, bro. But no, like even since you brought up courses, no, like you're buying a course, blah blah blah. Know who you're buying the course from, bro. Simple. Know who you're buying the course. If you're buying the course from this like this big time guy, all he does is just sell courses. yeah, you might not get that one-on-one experience you really want.
Exactly. Like if you're buying fucking Grant Cardone shit, no matter what your opinion about him is or not, but nigga's a billionaire. If you're buying his real estate shit, like to be honest, fucking Jim, most of the shit in these people courses is fucking free information somewhere if you just do enough research. The thing about a course is it's less noise and you get like direct information. That's what you should be getting out of it. It's like literally like some direct information, no fucking ads popping up on the side. Like that's the thing about YouTube University. Like you gotta really focus, and there's ads in the middle of the video, and people stop their shit to promote something else they got going on and shit like that. So if you're buying a course for somebody, it shouldn't be none of that shit in there. If you're buying into any type of private community, just make sure that person is providing enough value, you know what I'm saying, for you so you won't be like complaining and shit like that and leaving bad reviews about people's shit. But there are shitty people out there that, like, some people do courses on shit they don't even know. It's like
literally
they'll just steal somebody else's shit word for word.
Hell yeah.
They got AI writing courses and shit for them now. They just talking it and reading it. You'll see it a lot in the fitness world too. It'll be like people literally just copying other people's videos, and you'll tell that it's stolen content because they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Like the first video might go very in depth about like the different muscle groups, and then the other people, like, they're saying the words wrong and shit. It's like, they don't really know the information.
Exactly. So that just comes like, do your research, man.
Yeah,
know who you're looking like. If you don't watch them, you shouldn't buy their course. Simple as that. Like, yeah, that's just all. Cause like that, especially like as Islanders, bro, we want the connection first, bro. Like, and we don't sell courses, so you can't, like, we're not trying to sell you guys nothing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, build a connection with the people before you try to buy a course or like something from them, cause the connection, that's what's gonna really make the thing worthwhile. Cause it's like you're really getting to know this person. Like this JU's telling me a personal story about his life, how he got an 8-pack. Like I feel like that's gonna really help you get it. You gotta know his story. Like, did he always have an 8-pack? Did he work for it? How did he get it? Is it genetic? Like, shit, I want to know me personally myself.
It's gonna be the like literally, and that's gonna be the secrets and the sauce that's in the in between space. Like, everybody can hop on YouTube in the beginning of their journey and say, "Oh, I'm about to go on no fat." And everybody can hop on once they already made it, show you a fucking Bugatti and this, that, and the third, and like, oh yeah, see, if you want to fucking get fucking $1 million in a week like me, you better fucking buy my course. But you need to find the people that's telling you about that between space. What were they doing in that between space? Not, oh, this is what I do now, and it's making me money, so here, you should do it too.
Exactly.
Like, it's not gonna work the same, especially if it's people like me and Meechyyy. We're in like that perfect moment. If you're watching this right now, it's like literally transitioning before your eyes. Know what I'm saying? Like, rather than us just not even being on self-improvement, not working out in the day off before in our life, and us just coming on here and telling y'all like, yeah, man, I'm gonna tell y'all how to run 3 miles, but we only running 1 right now, so
exactly. Like, that's not good. Get people that's literally, that's the best. Get people that's literally doing it now, because we doing it now. It'll be easier to learn from us, because like, we're probably gonna be more relatable than a Grant Cardone right now, because you and Grant Cardone probably don't got much in common, bro. That's just facts.
Like, he always tries to appeal a lot to people that look like us, through his terminology he uses, or just his story, because he was supposedly like a crackhead, some shit like that, and then became real estate billionaire, but a lot of, like, so he tries to like relate to that rags to riches type thing, but some people see him as like a grifter, like he just like money thirsty and shit like that. To me, I don't really know enough about his shit to say what or the other, but I can say, like, for a lot of y'all, me and Meechyyy gonna be a lot more relatable.
And that's just facts. Boom. And I feel like this is gonna be a good one. Like, we really gonna provide some value with this one. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we really gonna provide some value, bro. Cause you got the little voice in your head. You got the voice in your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and especially like growing, like, cause I feel like a lot of people, I know I've definitely have, like, sometimes that voice in my head, it was mean as shit. Like, it just be saying mean shit all the time. Like, I can do one thing and it's just always like criticizing me. Mm-hmm. What is ways to like silence it and make the little voice in your head less mean?
I think working on yourself, one, is definitely a good thing, and working against it. It's like, I really need to read this book again. My brother got it. It's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. It's literally like the beginning of the book. It talks about like Napoleon Hill. He was basically trying to figure out. He wrote Think and Grow Rich.
I know now. Yeah. He from VA.
Yeah. So he, saying, like, the Outwitting the Devil book is kind of like starting before he wrote that book and telling you like how he kind of put it together and stuff. And a big part of it was him listening to that first voice in his head, and not that second one, not that mean one, not the one telling him the opposite. Like, he literally was showing how he didn't have much money, he didn't have much, but when he had to travel, I forgot where he went, he didn't have much money, but he listened to that first voice. That first voice was telling him, go to that city, go try to talk to them people. It doesn't matter if you can only get enough money for a hotel room in one night. It doesn't matter. Like, the second voice telling him, like, oh no, you better have any money, nigga, take your ass back home. But he kept listening to that first voice. I forgot what exactly he called it, but he kept listening to that first voice, because that first voice is usually where your ideas are and all that stuff. Now I'm saying, then you have the second voice, that mean one, telling you why you can't do some shit. Now I'm saying, and it's just about focusing on that first one and overriding that second voice telling you and giving you anxiety about shit like that. Now I'm saying,
definitely, I totally agree. The first voice is usually the right voice. I'm not gonna lie, and I've came to know that myself. Because especially like when you get great ideas, think about it, when a great idea pops into your head. That's literally the first voice. Mm-hmm. And then it becomes the doubts, and then you start thinking
why you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Literally, you can't think like that. You can't think like that.
Yeah, it's like after that first voice, once you start it's just being aware of it and knowing what's going on in your mind, and then you start telling yourself why you can do it. Like, no, I can go there. I can do this. Like, I can take this trip, or I can't start this new business venture. It's a million reasons why not to do something. Oh, I might fail. Oh, this might not go right. Oh, this might. But if you focus and hone in on it, and that's the thing about that mean voice. The more you let it control your decisions, the more dangerous, the bigger it grows, the stronger it grows over you.
Definitely. And that's, you just hit it on the head. Anything you give energy to grows, bro. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. And me personally, I didn't have this. Like, I wish somebody would literally would have told me how to silence my voice. Bro, figuring it out on your own is kind of hard. But I think I kind of got it a little bit. Bro, so once you got to know that voice isn't you. Like, every thought that comes into your head is not yours. Like, it's not your thought. Like, you got to think of it as like literally another person. Think about it like another person that's giving you an idea. Like, let's say I wanted to go run a marathon, and Jay was like, nah, don't do that. That's the second voice. Like, it's literally the second voice. Like, but it's just in my head. Yeah. It's not you, though. It's not you.
It's literally not you, because it's formed by your experiences, things that gave you anxiety in the past, and fears and doubts and shit like that. So it's literally not you.
It's not. And once you know it's not you, you got to tell it that. Like, even if you going back, I don't know how y'all brain works, but sometimes I'll go back and forth with them. I'll be like, bro, no. Like, and then I'll give, like, a reason why I can do it. Like, damn near, like, convince, like, you got to start off, like, literally convincing this nigga. Like, nah, that's not me because this. This is not true because this, and this. Like, oh, you trying to go talk to a girl, right? Little voice is like, oh, don't do that. She's too beautiful. She's not going to talk to you. Bro, you got to stop right there and be like, actually, that's not true, for the simple fact, I'm cute, she's cute, she's definitely going to talk to me just because she sees how cute I am, type shit. Like, prove it wrong, because everything it says is literally wrong. Like, it's just a fucking fear. Like, you gotta know it's not true. Like, it's to the point where, like, I can't emphasize this enough. You gotta know the shit is not true. Like, everything that voice says is not true. Like, I've not heard one true thing that came from that voice, not yet. Like, not one. Not a single one. So, no, A, is not true. B, the limits they're putting on you, or that voice is putting on you, bro, it's literally dark. Like, it's dark energy. Like, I don't know how your voice is, but a lot of these shit, like, and I talked to my brother about it, they be like, it be mean, like, it just be criticizing you. Like, why would you think, like, you can't think that way about yourself? Simple as that. Like, you need to always try to think positive and know you are better. Like, know you deserve to be happy. Like, these positive thoughts, that's what's gonna really help you. And then when that dark voice comes in, be like, nah, that's not true, and dispel anything it says with the opposite.
Facts. I'm gonna read this little excerpt real quick. It says, this is about Napoleon Hill. He was stuck and his mind was fogged with fear and indecision. Then one day he had an epiphany while walking out and talking in some much needed fresh air. He was suddenly confronted by a voice that felt like his other self. The other self is that first voice. Now I'm saying, the voice was commanding, and it told Hill that he could finish his manuscripts on the philosophy of individual achievement. All he had to do was stop giving in to fear and doubt. You know what I'm saying? So just saying, like, you can do, like, you stop listening to that fear and doubt voice and start listening to that self that's uplifting you and directing you. And he called that voice like the infinite intelligence. You know what I'm saying? That one where those ideas come from and what's sparking that mind and pointing you in different directions. Sometimes I feel like your gut instinct, you know what I'm saying? That's that infinite intelligence that we all possess. You just gotta tap in, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And, like, listen to it. Like, and when, as soon as you hear it, bro, you gotta go. Because you know those doubts are coming. Yeah. Especially, you know, like, now, we should all work on this. Once you get that first thing, move now. Because if you even wait a second, that voice, that other voice is gonna come in and start telling you why you can't do that or why you shouldn't do it. Bro, fuck that shit, bro. You gotta know, like, and I feel like it's gonna help with confidence too, but you gotta know, like, whatever that first voice is telling you to do, that you know is good, you just gotta do it, bro.
And sometimes, like, I think in Napoleon Hill's book, I think his doubt and fear voice was so strong that it was coming first. You know what I'm saying? It was coming first. And I know a lot of people, I feel like when people are depressed, that's what it kind of is. Like, they're getting that doubtful, fearful voice first. And he was like, at that point, you listen to the other self, the one that's, whatever one is uplifting you, that's what you listen to, and that's what you move off of. If your fears and doubts are coming in first when you think of shit, you need to get that, you need to work against that, because that shit is strong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, you done let it grow so much and fester in it, now that you probably have a negative self-image about yourself and everything, and it's because you let those fears and doubts control you. When you gotta understand, like, that the positive voice, that's gonna allow you to create your reality however you want to.
Exactly. And the positive voice, I promise you, is always better outcomes. I've never listened to my positive voice and got a bad outcome ever. Even when it's like, and I'm talking anything, girls, decisions, should I do this over that? Always the positive first voice, bro. Because, like, shit just always works out better. And then afterwards, I promise you, I'd be like, damn, I'm glad I listened to that first voice. Because if I want to listen to that second voice, I would have been fucked up. Simple as that. Like, you can't let your fears and doubts control you, bro.
Definitely can't.
But another way to really dispel those voices, bro, speaking highly of yourself in the positive affirmations, bro. I know we've talked about positive affirmations on here, but, like, that's another reason why they're so important. Speaking highly of yourself, it's gonna make that voice smaller, bro. Because now that voice, like, even my voice, is nowhere near as mean because I don't accept it. Like, some things you literally can't accept. Like, I don't accept people. Okay, here's a good one. If you don't accept, like, other people disrespecting you, why would you accept yourself to disrespect you? Like, if you disrespect yourself, other people are going to disrespect you. But if you don't even allow yourself to be disrespected by yourself, it should be that way with other people, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Facts. You gotta give yourself needs that self-respect first and foremost. Like, if you don't respect yourself, you're gonna have a hard time getting respect from other people. You're gonna have a hard time respecting other people. And as far as positive self-talk, I feel like is so important because it's gonna shape your reality because you're telling your subconscious and you're drilling positive things into yourself. You know what I'm saying? Which is really, 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 really important. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta make sure that you aren't, like, if you do catch yourself even like thinking negative things about yourself, just replace it with like something positive, because positive self-talk, positive affirmations, you're gonna have a much more confident time, especially when your opinion is the biggest thing that matters to you and what you're saying is what the biggest things, because you're going to develop thick skin, because you're not gonna really care what the fuck somebody like say you look good, you tell yourself, oh, you're king, you're kind, you're caring, you're great at fucking push-ups, and someone tell you like, oh, you fucking suck at push-ups, that shit not gonna faze you. Exactly.
Simple as that. And that's what we need to build up, that positive self-talk. Because me personally, even like the little jokes, like, sometimes you might really do some dumb shit and you be like, damn, I'm dumb. You can't say shit like that because your subconscious, I promise you, it does not know the difference. But like, once you start really like not even saying the little stuff like that, that's what really builds it up. And that's when that voice is just going to start getting quieter and quieter and quieter. Because if you don't feel this way about yourself, so the voice, it won't even say it because it knows you don't. And even if it does, like, you can literally dispel it. Be like, let's say that voice is like, you're so stupid, bro. You can be like, I'm actually very smart. Like, it is like, it won't affect you the same way, bro. I promise. Just try it. Like, next time that voice says some mean shit, say the opposite. Let's say that voice like, oh, you're such a fat slob. Be like, I'm not a fat slob, nigga. I got a fucking 8-pack, nigga. Fuck. Even
sometimes you might need that shit, though. But look, you can't internalize it, let it fester. You gotta take that energy. You just had that thought about yourself, or like you just heard it or felt that shit in your mind. Like, if it's true, you fucking tell that voice that, yeah, but you're gonna be the best looking motherfucker in a few months because you're gonna work hard as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you beat that shit.
Simple as that. Like, like, okay, well, still don't call yourself a fat slob, but that shit is crazy.
Yeah, don't say that out yourself out your mouth.
I was gonna say that shit is crazy.
I was thinking like it was like if you had that thought about yourself, like.
Nah, that's crazy. Boom, but like that was kind of hilarious. But that's as simple as that. Don't let that voice beat you, bro. Never let that shit beat you. And especially on this journey, bro, lead by example. Like, especially when it comes down to your friends, bro. Because somebody has to kick it off. And I truly do believe that. Especially, like, in friend groups. Like, everybody, like, you are who you're hanging around with. So, like, if everybody's kind of somewhere on the same page. Or was at one point. So, since everybody's kind of on the same page, be that one person that's just be's different. Like, be different. Start doing that thing the whole group has been talking about, bro. Let's say the whole group has been talking about starting a fucking basketball team, like a fucking hoop at the Y or something. Be that person that starts going to the Y and hooping, like really signing niggas up. Like, no, we gonna do this day. We gonna practice here, and here. It's so important. Like, every friend group does need a leader. I know we talk about like group leaders and shit, like not to that instance, but like somebody literally has to lead, and then the others are gonna have to follow. Not saying you should be bossing niggas around, but be that one person to lead by example.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's more so just leading by example. Like, if you look at powerful like groups of men, like even like Tate and his guys, it's like they all know their position, but they all know. I don't think they see it as like, oh yeah, it's like Andrew's the leader and we all listening to him. All hell, Andrew. Like, I don't think it's like that, but I do think like they do admire his work and his sense of I could tell, like, you can tell he leads by example very well, but you can tell that they all kind of lead in different things. He got to do the sartorial shooter that be around him, like his right hand man and shit. Now I'm saying, you can tell that he's probably the one who does like the gun training and handles certain things like that because like his name is the Sartorial Shooter. Know what I'm saying? He wears nice suits and like has a lot of guns and shit like that, and that's his right hand man. You can tell like, oh, this is probably like the leader when it comes to like firearms and getting. He look like he gets shit done for them.
Like me.
Like it's just everybody playing their position, playing their role. Everybody don't have to be the face. Like I got talk about kingmakers are just as important as a king. Like the kingmakers are the ones who have the influence within the people that can get a king elected versus in like so if the king he makes the kingmakers mad, he's gonna be in trouble because the kingmakers are gonna make a new king. So hey, there's more than one powerful role in any organization or any type of group of friends or whatever. But how you lead in certain whatever areas you lead by example.
Exactly. And I think that's what it be like. And I'm talking to y'all out there. Like, I know y'all friend group. Y'all just need that one person to kickstart it, bro. Yeah. And y'all go, and everybody's gonna flourish, bro. So why don't you just be that person? Like, be that person that just starts getting shit done, bro.
They're your friends, they're gonna flourish or they're gonna fall off. You know what I'm saying? Either way is well, because now you've got the like it's okay to have a weak link that's trying to get better, but if you got one that's not trying to get better, probably needs to fall off because if it's someone you be around a lot, like if they're sloppy, if they're lazy and shit, they become a liability.
That is very so much true. But just seeing you doing better, I promise you that can make them better. Especially when they see you start reaping benefits from it. That's when things really gonna go up.
Yeah, because then they gonna either get motivated or start hating.
Literally, as simple as that. It's no, and I promise you, there's no in between. Yeah. They either gonna be like, shit, I need to get on my shit too, so I can start making money like Meechyyy. Like, I'm trying to need to make money like you. Like, I'm trying to get to that money.
And it's like it should be easier for them because you made the door wider, you open it up, you got more resources, you probably have certain connections that might benefit them in certain ways and shit like that. And now everybody eating, and that's really every nigga want his whole team on. Know what I'm saying? Like that's every nigga dream to be able to have his whole team on, your whole team looking nice, all y'all driving fast cars, going to exotic places. Know what I'm saying? Every man want that. So it's gonna start with you though. It's gonna have to start with you.
It got to. It got to. Somebody gotta do it. Like I tell myself, somebody gotta do it. Why not me, bro? Why not me? And boom. Now that we got the hard stuff out the way, like I got a personal question for you. Like,
that's good.
Bro, was there ever a time like you just felt like you was just simping for shawty?
Simping. Was there ever a time I felt like I was simping? Not really. I always been kind of pimping. Even I think it's like even when I almost simped, I got up out of there. I'd say like maybe one time I felt like I almost simped, but I got pussy back, so maybe that wasn't. But when I was like 16, 17, I took a girl to Chipotle with like my last $15. So, and I told her I was on like a diet and shit because I was gonna play college football and shit. So I told her I was good the whole time. I'm hungry as a bitch, but like I still got something from her after that. So, and I had one more in my head. I think I almost simped. Like it was this junk. I think she was kind of just using me for dick for real. And then she wanted me to like help her with a school project, like build some shit with like some wood and shit. And I was about to do it for her, but then I just ghosted her.
I was ready to do it, but I just ghosted her. What made you ghost her? Like, did she do something?
I thought I was gonna be simping. Like, oh, come on, bro. Like, it's not my shorty. She just called me to her dorm that night and shit. Like, I'm not about to do this shit.
I feel that.
She was trying to use me. I felt like she was already using me for something, then she was trying to use me for something else.
Yeah, and that's just like getting used for two things I want. That is OP. To be honest, I think that is how it is. Because we all do use each other, especially men and women. But when it starts getting to the point where, like, you either not getting nothing in return or she's just using you a little too much, I think that's when we got to draw the line.
Yeah, because some things, it'll be... become unbeneficial, or even though like you might be getting sex, but it's not on your terms and when you want it, it's like, oh, only certain, like, nah, so only when they want it type shit, cause they on that like young college girl shit, and yeah, it just, if it's not mutually beneficial, I consider it simping.
Definitely. And I got the perfect thing for y'all so y'all don't simp. Y'all ready? Bro, for the simple fact, don't do nothing you don't want to do, bro. Like, simple as that. If you really don't want to do it, don't fucking do it. I don't care. Like, and that's the easiest way not to simp.
If you don't see a ROI, return on investment from that shit, and you don't want to do it, fuck that shit.
Exactly. Every single trip. So let's say it's this girl. She wants you to take her out to eat or something. Bro, one, if you're not hungry, and especially that's not your girl, and you don't feel like doing that shit, do not take that girl out to you. Be like, oh, I already ate, I'm good. Yeah. Simple as that. Be like, we can, like, I mean, now it'd be different. She was saying chill, like, you know, you just gotta go over there, you're gonna get coochie. Like, you're good. But if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And I feel like that's what so many people do. Like, people feel obligated to do things because for whatever reason, and then you're not getting nothing in return. That's when it becomes simping.
Yeah. Don't get fear of getting shamed by these hoes. They with like, hey, how would we handle feminine energy, the fucking laughter, like, and don't take it seriously at all. Anything for real, having to deal with a woman.
Exactly, like, cause it's really not worth it at the end of the day, bro. Like, it's never worth it. And then a girl, I'm not gonna say all girls are like this, but a girl will use you, bro. Like, if you kept, like, she's gonna keep using you, bro. Like, if you probably would have came over to do that project, she would have had your ass doing a couple more projects.
Go to Lowe's, get the wood, build it, then come back and build that shit. Like, yeah, like, I was not doing that shit. I thought about it for a minute. And I was like, you know what? I was saving me a lot of time, stress, and money just hitting this fucking block button.
That's a good one, dog, because you dead ass. Like, cause for them simple.
I was like, hell.
Lowe's, my nigga. That's crazy. I didn't know you had to get the wood, too. I thought she already had the wood.
I forgot what it was, but it was like something like damn near like a doghouse type size. Like,
oh, hell no. Nah. You got to pay for that. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, especially that's not your girl. Nah, fuck that. So just like a little free game to y'all. Don't be out here simping. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. That's with anybody. Family, friends, relationships, hoes. Especially don't do nothing for a hoe. She a hoe, don't. You might as well just save your energy.
But always for yourself. Do the hard work when you don't feel like it. You feel me?
Dance.
For other people, do it if you want to.
Exactly. Because, but you got to think, if you're doing it for yourself, that's a return on investment. Mm-hmm. Crazy one. That's probably the best return on investment you're going to get. Yeah. Straight working on yourself.
Other people is hit or miss, now I'm saying. Of course, people you love, if you can do it, ain't taking nothing away from you. Even if it might a little bit, now I'm saying, like, it's always going to be a softer place for your tribe and your family, and you going to put them before yourself sometimes, but not at the detriment of your purpose and success.
Simple as that. But, man, that is the end of today's episode, man. I just want to say thank y'all for watching the whole thing, and don't be a simp. Don't be a simp.
Don't be a simp, man. Get your money up. Get your funny up. If you ain't got no humor with you, you know what I'm saying? That's important, too. Women like funny dudes. Exactly. Women like dudes in shape. Yeah, keep working on yourself, man. Work on your breathing. Eating them good foods. You know what I'm saying? Work on your Kegels, work on your stroke, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, man. Don't be wasting your seed out here. Y'all already know we got some new things coming. Like I said in the beginning, couple pivots, couple misdirections, and you know what I'm saying? Trick plays.
Juke's nigga Juke finna do it crazy in the hole.
Yeah. Make that move and explode, you feel me?
Gots to.
Yes, sir, man. Love y'all. We out.
Love y'all, man.